Hello everyone, and welcome to this summary of turn 10 of my solo playthrough of Axis and Allies Stalingrad Operation Uranus, and this is the turn that Operation Winter Storm was launched. You can see most of the forces still here on the board. I believe that in both territories the Axis actually lost one infantry, but you can see most of the starting forces still there. They had 63 RPC suspend, which could have been more if they'd held on to more of the RPC areas on the city board, but they went for a total victory, which now seems to be turning against them. They wanted to retreat a couple of the units on the city board as well, but they didn't manage, obviously, because all those units are locked in battle. But let's return to the regional board for now and see what happened. Over here, the Russians have claimed possession of the Bolshoi area. The Germans placed a unit in Petrovka, which they subsequently moved into Kletskaya. Note that the rocket launchers aren't destroyed automatically. You still need to roll to destroy them. I wonder where this one came from then, but anyway. These two moved up also from Operation Winter Storm, and they subsequently moved to this area so they can actually move around it. Yeah, the main force obviously is, at least on this side, being blocked. They could move around it on their next turn, but then they'll get one area further, and there they will be blocked again too. Beketovka has been taken from the Germans, from the Axis. Potomnik, very importantly, is Soviet occupied now, which also means that that Stalingrad can be supplied via a different route now for the Soviets, that is, not for the Germans, of course. What else do we have? Verjaci has been taken. The Germans used up the supply token that they dropped there on their turn via supply drop, which is one of the things. You can still use air transport or air relocate, but not attack. Over here on the city board, Pavlov's house, it's been going relatively well. They also used up the supply token that was dropped here by the Germans on their turn, and it was used in Pavlov's house, and they were actually quite successful. Also, when they returned fire, even though it was only on a 1, know that the fortification only provides the bonus to the Russians because they are the ones actually in possession of the area. But they rolled pretty well here, I have to admit. In Pavlov's house, well, on Mamayev Kurgan, I believe that there's not a single German unit left. No, sorry, there's nothing happened, meaning that no casualties were actually inflicted by either side. Over in Skoptulna Park, one German unit was eliminated by an ambusher and the other one by rocket fire. And yeah, that's what I was trying to show with the ambusher. And of course, I should still remove those unsupplied tokens because they are actually supplied again. So the order in which you do battle is very important too. I don't actually even remember if I adjusted those. Well, of course they cannot be, they are still unsupplied, obviously, because through the city board over here, these areas are still German, so they can't be reached. And over here, even though there's a crossing and these units are supplied, you cannot supply them through the German area. So this actually still applies, and the same goes for the top of the board. Yeah, but supply to Stalingrad is not blocked on the regional board, if you understand what I mean. But because these areas are still German, you still can actually get to the forces here and supply them. Well, I guess that pretty much sums up turn 10. So see you after the end of turn 11. Thank you for watching.